Hello, it's Tracy from Cowbridge Library again. We've got a craft for you today, how to make a Christmas bookmark. You might want to make one of these and give it to a brother or sister. This is what it looks like when it's finished. So in order to make this, you're going to require a piece of green card, some scraps of coloured paper. One has to be red, the other one can be any colour you like. You're going to need some felt. If you haven't got felt, you could use a cotton wool pad that you're going to cut up, and a little cotton wool ball. You can just break a little bit of the cotton wool pad off and make it into a ball. You'll need some goggly eyes, Pritt stick, a marker pen, and a pair of scissors to cut everything out with. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing to do with the green card is to cut it in half, is to fold it, in half lengthways. Once you've folded it in half, you turn it so that the crease is at the top, and then you need to cut out the shape of your worm. So you can quite easily do this by just making a wiggly line all the way around, so that when you cut this out, you actually end up with it being joined at the top where the card is folded. So this goes over the top of your page. Once you've got that shape, you then need to mark on it the body. So if you just do lines like this all the way across, you can stop about there because this portion is the head. Out of the red card, you need to cut a shape that is like that. And this is going to be the caterpillar's head, or the bookworm's head. So this just gets stuck onto the top there. Once that's in position, you then need to add a pom-pom on the end. So just a little bit of glue onto the pom-pom, and then that goes to the end there, trying not to stick it to the table at the same time. And then from the piece of felt, you need to cut out a shape like that, roughly the same width or a little bit more than the top of the hat, the top of the head. Okay. Once you've got this, you just then need to glue that into position, like that. So that's the hat and the pom-poms put on. You can draw this on, but I've made a little pair of spectacles for mine. That's just out of some black card, or some card that you can colour in with a black felt tip, or you can draw that straight onto the face there. Okay. If you haven't got some goggly eyes like these, you can always draw the eyes in, so don't worry too much if you haven't got anything. So you pop the eyes in like that. And then out of whatever colour piece of paper you've got, you can cut a shape that resembles a book. So if I show you that one, so it's that shape there that you're after, and then you just put two lines down the bit in the middle, which is the spine of the book. So that's what it looks like. And once you've actually cut that out, you can stick that on there like that. Okay, so you can add a message to this. You can either write on the book itself, or if you open it up, you can write something on the inside. So Merry Christmas perhaps, or shush, I'm reading, or quiet, all sorts of things you could write on it. So there we go, and then you can pop that in an envelope and send it to somebody for Christmas. I hope you've enjoyed this craft, and if you want any inspiration on crafts to make, then please have a look at the Vale of Glamorgan website, because there's plenty of children's craft books or adult craft books which will keep you occupied whilst you're at home. Take care everybody, and I hope you've enjoyed this craft activity. Thank you, bye bye.